Good morning and welcome to YOGATX. My name is Savannah and we're going to jump right into getting our movement on for this morning. And we're going to start standing up with a little bit of a shake out. So don't think too much about what you're doing and just start to shake your wrists. You might shake one leg out, might get a little funky, you might pause the video and you might just end up turning some music on and doing a little dance party. That's okay, it won't hurt my feelings. But just start to get stuff moving. Maybe you look from one side to the other. You notice I got some pop in my heels. And then I'm gonna let my heels relax down and start to let my arms swing from one side to the other. Now, depending on your ability to rotate in your ribs, you might start to feel the rotation stop at the hips, or you might start to feel the pressure of the rotation in the knees. If you feel any twisting in the knees, maybe you start to let the feet turn with you so that there's less stress. Let the arms catch some air out to the side and then come down by your side. And then we'll come right through center and bring the arms out wide. Go ahead and flip the palms forward so the arms are pressing back. A big stretch in the front of the chest. Big breath in, and as you exhale, turn the thumbs down towards the ground. And then start to bend the knees like you're bringing the thumbs towards each other. Maybe let the head relax. Breathe in, come forward and up with the arms, back of the hands pressed behind you, chest opens. Breath in, as soon as you start breathing out, take the thumbs behind you, bend the knees, lower the head, and try to connect the thumbs behind you. 3 more breaths like that. Maybe you get a little buoyancy. And last round. And on this exhale, bring the hands behind you so the back of the hands are resting on your low back. Bend the knees enough so that you can find the support of your stomach on your knees and let the weight of the head let go. We'll go ahead and give our head a little nod, yes and no, side to side. And keep the weight of the hips pulling back and reach the hands forward so it gives you a little counterbalance, easier to sink the hips back. On your next breath in, reach the hands forward. We'll come up to standing and lift the heels. This can be a little challenging, so if you find yourself balleting around the mat, that's okay. And as you exhale, hands down towards your belly, sink the hips back. If your big toes start to pull up and you feel like you're losing balance, you can always use the arms forward again. As you're ready, arms up, heels up. Breathe in. Exhale, hands forward or on the belly as you sink the hips back and lower the heels. Taking that one more round. Exhaling back. Keep the hips low, stomach on the belly, and we'll start to walk the hands forward. Step the feet back, coming into your first down dog. Let it be nice and easy on the joints, so you might walk the hands on the mat, walk the feet on the mat. Give your knees a deep bend so you can feel the hips pulling up to where the wall behind you and the ceiling above you meet. The push from the hands comes from the shoulder blades wrapping around the sides of your ribs. Once you feel that stability wrapping around the sides of the ribs, imagine your toes are on plates and you're just swiveling the toes towards the left and towards the right. Maybe take a little peek underneath your arm. The best movements to do in the morning are the movements that you see your animals doing when they wake up, which is usually a little shake, probably go into a down dog. My little mini Aussie loves his, we call it a sploot, but it's kind of like an upward facing dog. So we'll bring the knees down, the legs go back, bring the hands alongside their ribs, and imagine stretching the toes back as you're trying to slide the ground back alongside you. Chest lifts up. It's okay if the tops of the feet lift up. And as you exhale, tuck the toes. We'll take the hips all the way back towards child's pose. And finding a bit of flow between those 3 poses, breathe in, come forward. Exhale, if the toes aren't already tucked, tuck them, feel the hips draw back, shoulder blades press the arms into the mat. Take a little look underneath your armpit, left side, right side. And then coming onto your belly, maybe the knees drop down first. Bring the hands alongside the ribs and pull the ground back. So you're not just pushing it down, it's a pull back to engage the middle of your back muscles. Toes press back, maybe the toes lift up. Next, exhale, tuck the toes. Press yourself up to downward facing dog. Feel the push of the hands from the shoulder blades and the hug back of the hips towards the ceiling. 2 to 3 breaths in and out here. And on your next breath in, go ahead and bring both knees down to the mat and lower the tops of both feet down to the mat. We'll extend the left leg behind us and press out through that left heel. So give your calf a little bit of a stretch here, especially waking up. If you are the type of person that likes your sheets to be tucked into the side or the bottom of your mattress, the toes can kind of get stuck in this position. The calf and the feet muscles get real tight. Next time you bring the heel over the toes, we'll lower the heel down so it's in line with the right heel. This is where it'll get a little balancy. So bring that right hand directly underneath the right shoulder and breathe in to reach up. Left arm lifts up for a side plank. Get the upper body strong right off the bat. Maybe you'd like a little assistance in your balance and the right toes tuck. Breathe in. Woo! Breathe out. I hope you like that one. And then exhale, bring it back down. Keep that right toe tucked. Keep the left leg reaching back. And then we'll send it back. Downward facing dog. Bring the toes in line. Pedal it out. So there's the thing in the morning. You haven't had that much time in your body. You're just getting used to being in your body again. Next time you breathe out, both knees lower down. And you'll step the right leg back and give it a little bit of a stretch into the calf. Pressing the front of the mat away as you do so. Next exhale, heel presses back. Then go ahead and seal the right heel down in line with the left heel. So that left toe, you can choose to keep that toe tucked right off the bat. Or you can give yourself a little balance challenge and bring the top of the foot down to the ground. So let's see if my balance is better on this side. Left hand underneath left shoulder, right arm reaches up. Taking your gaze up will kind of give yourself a little tricky balance. So maybe you keep the gaze down. In through the nose, maybe out through the mouth. One more breath in. And exhale, hands come down, both knees come down underneath the hips, and we'll send it back to downward facing dog. One more time, pedal it out. Walk the feet up and let the feet be wide here. So when the feet come wide, we'll walk the hands back towards us, almost like you've got flashlights coming out of the back of your hips and you're shining them right behind you. We'll grab the front of the shins and breathe in to lift the chest up. As you exhale, hips lift up when the head drops down. Breathing in, hips pull back, knees bend as the chest pulls forward. Exhale, round it up. 2 more breaths. Last exhale here. And then go ahead and hang out. Bring opposite elbows to opposite hands. And we'll go ahead and rock the body from side to side. Maybe you give yourself a little sway in one knee and then the other. And then we'll bend in both knees. Reach the hands forward for that counterbalance as you come up. Come all the way up to standing, and as you exhale, like you have 2 ropes that you could pull down from the ground. Shoulder blades draw down. Bring the palms together. Go ahead and catch your breath. Maybe the eyes close. Feel the heart rate up against your thumbs. Know that every morning, if you only gave yourself 10 minutes to move and to breathe and to find a moment of stillness, that could be enough to shift your whole day. So from my humble heart to yours, namaste, and don't take yourself too seriously early in the morning.